Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of the Daily Crypto News. And guys, I want to do a small little giveaway, but if you want to enter, make sure you check out the Discord. A link is in the description below. Just check it out because you gotta join it. I want to make a little bit of a community out of it, but we need some people for that. All right, there's already 5,000 people in it, but there's not that many people online anymore, so check it out. Link is in the description below. And also, press the like button and comment something, because if we hit 1,000 likes, we're giving it away, guys. Hopefully, you guys enjoyed those things, though. If you are, again, press the like button. I really do appreciate it. Now, my question of today is, do you update yourself daily on crypto? Yes or no? Let me know in the comment section down below. And let's get into the first article of today, which is something I mentioned briefly earlier. It was New Independent Foundation wants to accelerate the adoption of the XRP ledger. And I have a lot more articles about this open right now because I think it's something that's relatively important for all of us. So let's quickly read a little bit more into it. Ripple said on Twitter earlier today, "We can't wait to see what new, real-world solutions will emerge from the future development and growth of the XRP ledger, driven by the efforts of the XRP Ledger Foundation and community at large." So that's, in my opinion, very interesting. Now, I'm wondering about a couple of things, right? Because this sounds like something very good, right? A new foundation, but don't get too happy and excited just quite yet. Even though, guys, these videos are always bullish in the end about XRP and Ripple. As of this point, I made kind of a vow to all of you and to myself that integrity is the highest value on this channel. So if there's something I want to talk about, I'm going to always be talking about it with my honest opinion. And if you don't agree with that, that's completely fine. Maybe I can't help you right there. Maybe you have to press away. But I just want to give you guys my own opinion because I've been here for a little while and I want to know. I want to talk with you guys and discuss about things. So we stay on edge. If we get messed up, I want to know. But again, we'll just evaluate honestly. So let's check it out here. One of the guys said, "So will you have paid developers working exclusively for the foundation?" Vita said, "That does not seem far-fetched at all at some point." So what I'm kind of fetching from this, which is not necessarily bad, is that this foundation is built as a non-profit, which sounds good in idea. But let's read. "Today we launched the XRP Foundation, an independent non-profit focusing on growth, innovation, and development of the XRPL and the XRP community. With support of industry leaders, academics, and community members, we can assure XRP Ledger is well positioned for the future." What are we doing? Well, we are developing core XRPL infra, governance, validated diversity, code maintenance, publishing a unique node list. Now, again, publishing a UNL is, I don't know if that's really necessarily important. I believe there's always a standard UNL which you can just find online, which most people use. So them publishing another UNL, I guess it's cool. Maybe it's an updated one, maybe it's a different one. I don't know though. Growing an already incredible developer community. Well, yeah, that's I guess always good. And promoting sustainable and scalable practices. By the way, if you're hearing some crazy sounds, it's most likely a plane. Deal with it. It is very annoying, but I can't do anything about it. There are planes in this world. We have been in the XP community for years, and we're excited to take the next step together to build and support the ledger. Visit the website or find out more right there. So whenever I think about this, all I can kind of wonder is whose idea was this and who was really the first to kind of set this up. Right? And with what idea? So a foundation itself, most of the time, is built by the guys that, just made the system. I mean, if you check Cardano, you guys know how that all works out. And right now, this foundation was built just now under our eyes, which means that, wait, by the way, this Twitter account has been there for a long while. I actually did not know that. I'm kind of confused about that because they just started posting on there. That's interesting. But yeah, they just started now. So I'm wondering, where's the funds going to come from? I'm assuming that these funds are not just, it's not like there's going to be no funds and it's just a community effort. No, it's a foundation. And I'm assuming that it's the quote unquote new official foundation, which means that the XRP, theoretically speaking, 53 billion XRP, which is locked up in escrow, is solely for this foundation to spend. And if you're thinking, yeah, but it's a nonprofit, that does not really matter, because a nonprofit can have members and they could literally, theoretically speaking, pay them any amount that they want. So when somebody asks the question, will they have developers in the payroll or whatever, it's maybe a bullish question of where will they go? Because again, guys, don't get me wrong. Even though I'm seeing this as a very good cash grab as well, it's something that all projects do, and it does get them a lot further. All right. I guess if you disagreed with Ripple and the team having 80% of XRP in existence, you probably were gone already. I guess you've all just come to the agreement that it's fine. And I've covered this on my Twitter a couple of times as well. Ripple does have a lot of it. They've had that for a very long while, since the start. And if you disagree with that, yeah, then this is probably not the thing for you. However, moving on, I'm just a little bit bamboozled that they started to make it now. Because, maybe it's because the 53 billion XRP that they have, if they were to take it out of escrow now, there's always going to be questions of, all right, but what exactly are you doing for the community? Or the ecosystem? Because the XRP is supposed to be spent on XRP ecosystem. Now they could literally just donate it all to the foundation that's a nonprofit, and just spend it on whatever they want, which could still be exactly the same thing, just through a little bit of a route. Because the foundation here is good in idea, but theoretically speaking, this thing could have been live for years already. Because if you think about it, all this stuff had to be done before already. People were already working on it. People were doing everything already. So I'm kind of wondering about that. But again, let's not end it on a negative note. In the end, it's a very, very positive thing. Because if you think about it, this will only bring XRP further. Will it cost a lot of money? Yes. Will it most likely, just lose us money to a certain degree of having to pay a lot of people? Yes. Will it ultimately drive our prices up? Most likely. Is a good developer community very important for your system, for your ecosystem, for your community? Yes. Will this ultimately be a positive thing? I'm going to also vote yes on that one. Even though there have been a couple of negative thoughts crossing my mind when reading it, I think in the end it's better, because it was already there, but now they just made it public, and now they just made it more obvious. And again, they can go two sides. Either they spend a lot more money now because they can kind of do it justifiably, or on a different note, we'll really now see what they're doing in the ecosystem instead of just kind of guessing exactly what they spend the money on. Maybe we're going to get real numbers and things like that now. And, I'm seeing it as something very positive. David Swartz went to Twitter to say, the XRP ledger was built for payments, and the XRP Foundation was built to support the XRPL. From all of us at Ripple, we're looking forward to building with you. That, again, makes me wonder, who is this from? Who built this? What happened there? How? Because it says independent, but since all these parties are publishing and promoting this directly at the same time, and it's official, I don't really understand exactly how that works, that part. Like, is it now independent from Ripple, but then also dependent because it is owned by Ripple, or how does that work? Is it just not officially owned, but it does have a lot of those members? And who is really a part of it? All those things I'm wondering still. But maybe that's just the fun part about it as well. The fact that we don't have all the answers, and we get some hint of some crazy new progress coming up, which is scary, but I guess innovation is always scary. Maybe these guys are going to be building some crazy freaking stuff on XRP that could have never been pulled off before otherwise. Maybe. Right? Honestly, guys, maybe. I'm just very excited for what there is to come, and I just wanted to briefly let you guys know. All right, Sir XRP asked on Twitter, anyone buying the dip, the XRP dip? And yes, guys, I talked about it earlier today, but we are buying the dip heavily. I'm still guessing that we could go down quite a little bit further. However, I want to be prepared. I want to have enough XRP for whenever something big does happen. And as I said before, I like to buy coins. I like to buy them a lot. However, I'm also getting more and more into trading. I'm starting to make my Facebook group a little bit more alive. I'm starting to talk more and more on Discord. I want to talk with you guys about coins to buy and sell and things like that. And I just want to talk more about these crypto from that perspective of buying and selling, rather than only talking about the updates. All right, I want to talk about those things as well. But let me know in the comments down below what you think about that, by the way. All right, here is another article. Ripple partner FIS teams up with a clearinghouse to set up quick payments for U.S. banks. Ripple partner FIS teams up with a clearinghouse to integrate new real-time payment service for small and medium-sized U.S. banks, with two major ones beginning trials. So all I can say about that is just very freaking juicy, very freaking good. We also got Tim Draper, of course, to comment on XRP saying he's ready, it's happening, it's coming. But also, all this stuff, all the joint ventures, all is just another confirmation that it's kind of a building game. All right, and how I like to view that and how I like to explain that is, right now, the stones are being built. Or if you have a house, I don't know really how you say it in English, but it's like the foundation is being built, like the cement is being put into place, the iron is being like woven in, if that's the correct way to say it. They're doing like the foundational work, and eventually some crazy, ridiculously big building is going to be built on top of that. All right. First, though, the foundation has to be set, and these foundations they can be bought or they can be taken from some places, but most of the time they just kind of they're already a little bit there, but not really. Like, you have to get them some way, shape, or form. You have to work your ass off to get the foundations. Is the worst part, right? Because you don't see it in the end. Is not really the things that you really are going to notice, but is the most important out of all. And that's with Ripple the same type of way I like to see it. It's like what Ripple has at this point is just foundation. Like they have the bottom of the bottom set in place, but that's going to be so important for what they want to build. And it's just a start, guys. And I'm really excited for what they're going to bring. And then CBDCs are a question of when, not if. I talked about that earlier. I have a couple of other articles here open. Ripple seeks staff to expand its RippleNet customer base. Ripple's looking for integration engineers to expand payment corridors for ODL liquidity. As a result of Ripple's recent job postings, the company may seek to expand into the United Arab Emirates and the United Kingdom. That's pretty damn cool. House of Democrats prepare for new $2.4 trillion stimulus plan with unemployment aid, direct payments. I will talk about this a lot more tomorrow. All right, this exact subject here, because I think it's worth another, half a video at least. It's some big ass stuff. And also the thing you see in the trending now, what Mark Cuban said. This, though, House Democrats are putting together another CV stimulus plan that would cost about $2.4 trillion. The chamber could vote on the legislation, which would include unemployment benefits, direct payments, small business loans, and airline aid, as soon as next week. Democrats aim to restart stalled aid talks with the White House. And here you can see Mark Cuban says families should receive a $1,000 stimulus check every 2 weeks for the next 2 months. I think $1,000 every 2 weeks is a whole lot of money. That's $2,000 a month. If that's tax-free, that's a lot of money to just give out. And that's really going to mess up the economy. Maybe Mark wants that. I don't really know. I'm a little bit undecided about things like that, though. I think that much money is just kind of irresponsible to give out. On another edge, people got to survive, yes. But still, it also depends on the housing. It depends on everything. But $2,000 is just, in my opinion, such a huge sum of money. It's more than just the essentials. Again, this will not go for anybody, and maybe it's with tax inside of it, so you still have to pay taxes. Then it's not a lot of money, but you guys get my idea. I just think this whole thing, I have to talk about it a little bit more. So stay tuned, guys. Tomorrow we'll get heavily into that. If you enjoyed this video, though, make sure you press the like button and subscribe. And I would definitely see you guys again in another crypto video. Take care and have a very nice day, everybody.